Alright, lads, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to the Rangers Europa League round of 32 draw and who we get. But before we do get into that, I am going to leave the timestamp as to when I'm reacting to Rangers getting their next team in the Europa League. But for now, for the first few minutes, I'm going to talk about the potential opponents that we can get and what I think about each of them. So if you don't want to listen to me blabber on about that and just see my reaction, then skip to the time that is on screen now. Okay, good, so you've decided to stay. So let's go through the potential opponents that we can get. So we have Ajax, Arsenal, Basel, Benfica, Braga, Espanyol, Ghent, Inter Milan, Istanbul, Başakşehir, LASK, Malmo, United, Salzburg and Sevilla. That's Malmo and then Man United, not Malmo United. They're the options that we do have. Some are beatable, some are a bit less beatable, but let's go through them. So the winners of the Europa League group stage, so we can either get third place teams from the Champions League or top of their groups from the Europa League. So, first team we've got here is Braga. Braga topped their group when they had Wolves. Wolves obviously been a good team in the Premier League. They're not having a great season, so maybe it's not as impressive as it looks, but Braga are also sitting in third place in the Portuguese league. So, that's a decent feat. Portuguese league is a decent league, got some decent teams. So, Braga, I mean, most of these teams I reckon we could take. There's only some that I don't think we could take. But Braga, you would take Braga, wouldn't you? Sevilla is next, and Sevilla are sitting in third place in the La Liga, which I don't know if I'd want. Sevilla is probably the second team out of this list that I would not want, because Sevilla are renowned for performing well in the Europa League. They won it 3 years in a row a few years back, so they know how to play the competition, they know how to work the league and the Europa League, and work it around and to suit their agenda. So it's I wouldn't really want Seville because they're doing well this season. Then we've got Espanyol, also in the Liga. They're sitting bottom. They did top their group, yeah, fair enough, but they obviously can't be that good this season if they're bottom of the league in La Liga. They're going to focus more on their La Liga status, on retaining their league status, and rather than going for the Europa League. It's kind of a no-brainer. So hopefully, if we did get Espanyol, that would play to our advantage. Next up is Malmo. They're sitting second in the Swedish league. They finished top of their group. I don't really know too much about them. Yeah, sure, I would take them. Next up is LASK in the Austrian league. They are sitting in second place in the Austrian league behind RB Salzburg, so that's understandable. They did top their group with Sporting Lisbon also in that group, so they obviously know how to play. They're a decent team, obviously. I've never heard of them, not gonna lie, but we went to Austria last season. We didn't quite get the dub. I reckon if we did go this season, I reckon we could take them. And we're better this season. We're stronger. We're more. You can tell we're a better team this season. So I reckon LASK, we could take them. So then we've got the English boys, Arsenal or United. I've seen people say that they want United, but last few games they have been decent. They've been on a decent run. So they seem to be picking up a bit of form. They did draw last night against Everton. They're sitting in 6th place right now. But then you've got Arsenal, who are sitting in 9th. I reckon we could take Arsenal. I did see someone say, but I mean, for United, look at what Rashford's pace could do against our centre-backs, and look at what Aubameyang and Lacazette could do. Yeah, they've got pace, but they've not been doing much this season. You need to know how to use the pace. And of course, Aubameyang and Lacazette are class strikers, but there's a reason why they're not scoring this season as much as they should be, because the rest of their team aren't great. Their defence is terrible. Their midfield, our midfielders are better than theirs. They've got Guendouzi, Torreira, Ozil, who does not care. I reckon we could take Arsenal if we played as well as we did last Sunday. If we play like one half against Young Boys and then the second half, that's not going to work. We have to play 100% for the full 90 minutes. Next up is Basel. Again, don't know too much about them. They are sitting in second and Young Boys are top, and we haven't actually beat Young Boys, but over the group stage we've done better than them. So Basel, I think we could possibly take them. Istanbul, but I'm just going to call them Istanbul. They topped their group with Roma, so that's quite impressive. And they're sitting in 4th in the Turkish league, ahead of Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. So they're obviously a team not to be messed with. And imagine going away to Turkey, their fans are mental. I reckon we should try and avoid Istanbul. And then we've got Ghent in third place of the Belgian league, so I don't know too much about them. I reckon, it would be a decent tie for us. Then on to the Champions League third place teams. We do have Salzburg, Inter, Benfica and Ajax. Out of all them, Ajax I would not want. Benfica, they came third with Lyon and Leipzig. Two teams that are okay. They're decent, but they're not world beaters. So finishing third in that group, there's nothing to be feared of with Benfica, I don't think. And we beat Porto. And they're like neck and neck almost in the league. Inter Milan, they're having a good season. Lukaku, Sanchez. I think Inter Milan would be best avoided. Got RB Salzburg, obviously they've got that Haaland up top. He's a great striker, so it would be a tough one. I think that would be a great tie, Salzburg versus Rangers, but it's not as a team, if they didn't have Haaland, then they wouldn't be as good as they are. But Salzburg did beat Liverpool first group stage game of the Champions League, so they obviously have something to be scared of. So lads, that is my roundup of the teams that we could potentially get. But now it's time to get into the actual draw itself. So let's go on and see who we get. And they get Salzburg. Yes, they got Salzburg. So now there's Benfica, Braga, Malmo and Ghent. Get rid of Benfica. Go and get Benfica. Oh, class! So Braga, Malmo or Ghent. So Braga, Malmo and Ghent. Who do you not want? I reckon Ghent would be the easiest. Malmo or Braga out of they two. Like, they can't get Ghent. Get in. They can't get Ghent. So we've got Braga or Ghent. Braga or Ghent. Roma. Okay, so whoever Roma get, we get the remaining team. So Rangers have literally been picked last. This is too long waiting here and watching this. Could have been done if we got first picked. Alright, so we've got Braga. Rangers versus Braga it is. Rangers versus Braga. Braga topped their group with Wolves. Wolves ended up getting Espanyol, I think, so they've got an easy tie, but regardless, we're not talking about that. Rangers versus Braga, and Braga are sitting in 9th place in the Portuguese league, so they're not having a great season, so this could be a good one for us, lads. This could be a good one. I don't know much about Braga. I might watch them in the next few weeks just to get a taste of what they do, but yeah, it definitely could have gone a lot worse. I think Celtic got Copenhagen, so they'll probably be happy with that, but we're talking about the Rangers and Braga. Leave down below what you think of that, lads. Leave your thoughts on it. It could have been, when you say it could have been better, a lot of the teams in the Europa League you'd know nothing about because they're playing in the Swiss league or the Swedish league or Portuguese league, so you don't really know much about them. So all these teams, if we got Malmo or Ghent or Braga, I would have had the same feelings about it, to be honest. But Braga actually sitting in 9th place in the league shows that they're not having a great season. They did top their Europa League group, but still they will be weak in some aspects, so it's good to get a team that seems beatable anyway. So lads, leave your thoughts down below, and yeah, is there any team that you would have liked to have had? Is there any team that you're happy that we avoided? I'm happy we avoided Sevilla and Ajax. I think if we got those two, if the ties go all going to plan, I think it would be Ajax versus Sevilla in the final. I reckon Ajax and Sevilla are both capable of beating Arsenal and United. Obviously, I would hope Rangers are in the final, but I think Ajax and Sevilla are the favourites. So lads, leave your comments down below. I've said that for the 3rd time already, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.